Welcome back, everybody. The cards are in the air. Action is going to be on Harry, who's looking around at the basketball, or the baseball game. He looks down at a Jack-9 offsuit. He makes the call under the gun.
Raise 20.
Chris C raises it to 20 with a 4-5 offsuit. David Y makes the call with Ace-Jack. Elon lets it go. Scott H on the button.
He likes his 8-9 offsuit.
Makes the call as well. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way action. Here comes the flop. 10-8-3, all hearts.
Check.
Net flush draw for David, flush draw for Scott, flush draw for Chris, flush for CJ, king high. So seat 1 is the best of it.
And Harry's going to bet out.
No, Harry already checked. The action's on Chris.
Bet 55.
Chris will continue his pre-flop raise. He pretty much missed it. I don't know how likely he thinks his 5 high flush could be if another heart shows.
He's making a continuation bet on the flop.
David goes nowhere. He's just going to call here. Hoping for another heart, so he has the best flush. But with the king high flush in seat 1 for CJ, I could see him repop in here. Just doesn't want to see another heart in case there's an ace of hearts out there.
You could probably use it. 55?
Yes.
He's only calling the 55.
CJ's got about another 525 behind.
He's out of position in the small blind. I think in that position I would have re-raised it, just try and take it down there, or at least make that ace of hearts pay to see another card.
Whoa. Oh, Harry's open-ended.
Harry drawing dead as usual. Not as usual, but
he makes the call.
He wants to see, let's see if he gets in trouble here and makes it straight without being a heart.
Jack of hearts. Pair for Harry.
So
flush now for David Y.
Yeah, so that's the danger of CJ of just calling there, because that was a pretty good price for David to see that turn and try and get that 4th heart. Especially out of position. Maybe if he had the button, maybe just call there.
120 is the bet out of David Y. Now CJ, does he panic here and push all in, hoping this guy doesn't have the ace?
He just calls. So I'm
I
gonna say no.
I would panic. I'd be like, I'm all in. I'm all in.
I'm either.
I should have done it on the flop.
As I'm being called in the chat room, I'm either Captain Obvious or Mr. Hindsight. So I can say no to your question.
9 of diamonds on the river. David, somebody just went all in.
I heard all in, but I don't know if it was one of the players. Because there's no all in button out. Dealer didn't say. And this is Eva, one of the best dealers that deals on Live the Bike here. She does it really well.
You can see half of her face underneath the graphics.
Yes. So I actually like David's check here, just for the fact that he got a call on that turn.
100.
Means he's up against a flush, and probably a pretty good flush. So he got what he wanted. He got CJ to bet. So now he can repop it. My biggest weakness here, I never know, is it a min raise? Do I just shove all in? I mean, he's not super deep, but I just sit there and say, well, anything I do here is obvious I have the ace, but you got to do something. And I usually never min raise here. I usually make it bigger than a min raise just to give the sense that it's not a guaranteed I want you to call me bet.
All in.
He goes all in.
Yeah, he goes all in. So it'll be another $355 to CJ to win a pot of just over $1,100. So he's getting 3-1 on his call. That's what he's kind of going through right now.
There's two hands that can beat CJ right now: the straight flush, or the ace high flush.
Service on 14, please.
Obviously, he's a little more worried.
Oh yeah,
Ace flush.
Yep.
I think I missed the TV behind us because it puts out that heat.
I'll warm you up, baby. See, just that comment alone, you're like, oh no. The body heat's going already. You don't have to do anything.
CJ, take some time, my man.
Second nut flush. hard to get away from, especially when it's only another 355 in a pot of 1100. You know, because a lot of times you convince yourself maybe he has queen high flush. You know, that's usually what I would be doing. Oh, I don't want to call. He probably has that ace, but you know, he could have the queen. He could have the queen.
You know, David Y, he's one of these characters that just never shows emotion.
No.
Always the same. Very stoic.
David,
you're never going to get a read off this guy.
David earns a living playing. Since we have time here, he moved to Vegas because he felt the games were better for him up there for a while. And I was up at Aria probably 2 or 3 World Series ago, and I was playing at Aria while I wasn't in tournaments. And I see David. I'm like, David, what are you doing up here? It was like before main event or anything big was going on. He's like, oh, I moved here. I'm like, you moved here? he just liked the action. So he'll move where he feels there's some better equity for him. He's moved back now. He now lives in LA full time, and I think it was this game that got him back.
Oh, he doesn't fly in private jet from Vegas on Tuesdays and Fridays just to play with us?
No. But he's back.
It's not that lucrative in Vegas, I guess.
He's back living in LA, and I think every day that I played here, which is obviously a lot, he's here. So I think he's back being a regular here in the Bicycle Casino.
He makes the call.
He makes the call.
Ayah! Rebuy. Chips.
At least in my opinion, that's a hard spot for CJ. I mean, you got the second nuts, and a lot of times you're just going to convince yourself, better than 50% chance he has, queen high.
I got you one, buddy. Don't worry. Huh? I'll make the pain go away.
There you go, Harry. Needle.
Wait a long before the rebuy.
Easy. It's okay. It's money.